Hello and welcome to Borrows and Besties. I am Heather, one of your besties, and I am joined by my co-host today.
Hello.
Yeah, so this is Erica. She will be co-hosting with me today. Just as a reminder, this is for entertainment purposes only. We are not offering clinical advice. We are not offering consultation. We are not offering anything that has anything to do with knowledge or advice. Uh, this is a podcast that is focused on reducing loneliness. So today we're going to be watching Love is Blind. We did have another activity, and if you want to see what it was and why we elected not to do it, please watch our behind the scenes video, which will be on our website and YouTube.
Yes.
Okay. So we are watching Love is Blind today. Um, oh, it looks like there are a lot of these seasons. Do you have a locale that you would like to do?
Um,
Perhaps Denver, Seattle, Dallas, Atlanta, Chicago?
I love it all. Let's just do it. Pick it.
Houston, Charlotte, DC, Minneapolis, Ohio. Let's do Ohio.
Okay.
So that is season 10, episode 1. I had no idea there were so many of these. Okay. Do you have it pulled up?
No, but I guess that would be helpful. What is it
Grr.
on YouTube? Netflix?
I'm on Netflix.
Turkey.
I'm watching it on my tiny little Kindle. Um, yeah, so it's Ohio. The episode is called Honey, I'm Home.
Honey, I'm home. And what's this show
Yeah.
called?
Love is Blind,
Love is Blind.
except this is the US version. I would guess because these are all US cities or states listed. It's funny that it's like these are all cities.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like
Netflix.
Ohio.
Oh, and it's
Oh, did you already hit play? Stop
no,
it.
dude, I can't find the episodes. I haven't hit anything except that there's a bunch of shit ass episodes.
Gotcha.
I'm on
Okay.
I'm on the desktop version of this and it looks confusing as all get out. Okay, honey, I'm home. Okay, there it is.
Okay. So I'm going to hit play. Three,
Okay.
2, 1. Okay.
Okay.
So Netflix banner is gone. Now the lights are flipping on. A
Yeah.
Netflix series.
I love you. I love you so much.
Oh, people crying. This
Go.
is this is definitely it. Oh, do you have to like get engaged in order to be able to see the person?
I don't know. I never made it through any of the other ones
Me neither.
because
Um, it's
it
not
was
about
like
going
so
back.
it was so bullshitty because they were like, first of all, none of these people are struggling to date. They were all picked because they are pretty
Mm-hmm. And probably rich to be able to take however much time off work.
or completely with like living with their parents' basements and they don't do anything and they don't pay their child support because I feel like that's the other real group that really loves this kind of stuff, you know?
Uh-huh. Like being in this kind of stuff,
Yeah.
starring in this kind of stuff on their own. Like,
Yeah. Like Because most people with dignity and respect are not going to submit themselves to this. But like, I feel like if you're living in the basement and the only thing you got going for you is like you've got a good face. All I'm saying is like
And
I feel like
it,
Stanford grads and people like in their residencies are not on this show.
yeah. Is that
And
Nick Lachey?
yeah, it's Nick Lachey, and he's so gross.
That's so sad.
This
It looks like he is trying desperately to hold on to his youth.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's sad. Like, just he's gonna end up looking like some weird John Travolta.
Yeah. Oh, there's a nurse.
Yeah,
ER doctor.
bullshit. Bullshit. Y'all be
Yeah,
lying
I
on
don't
them
believe it.
resumes just like y'all be lying about your height.
Uh-huh.
There are people in our damn government that lied on their resume, for fuck's sake. You don't think that they are doing full background checks on a reality show?
Uh,
I could be
that's
like,
true. Well,
I'm a model.
maybe.
They're all skinny.
Uh-huh. They
They're all pretty.
all are showing the cleavage.
Yeah. Like, it's delightful. It is. But like, this is not real. This is not who's on the dating apps, from what I understand from my clients and friends that are on the dating apps.
Yeah. I also, yeah, that those people aren't on dating apps, but all of it is completely fake.
Yeah. Yeah. Just like their marriage.
Uh-huh.
I watched that show whenever we were like college, the Nick Lachey and Jessica Simpson show, and I even then I thought he was such a shithead.
Mm.
He would be constantly like making fun of her, and maybe she was playing it up or
Aw,
whatever. But he was so creepy. All they ever made a big deal about was how she was a virgin. Like, what the shit?
gross.
Yeah, super gross. Like, you're gonna go on TV and be talking about that? Like, get a fucking life. I guess they did
Uh-huh.
because they made a lot more money than we did.
I guess.
Nobody cared about our virginity.
Except our parents. Well, my parents.
My parents cared.
Um,
They don't. I don't think that they still know. I know yours don't know.
know what? That's come on. No, so I was just gonna say when they were talking to the men, they were like, "Hey, if you get engaged, then you'll get to see her." So they're like totally setting them up for you have to like this person if you want to solve the mystery of what they see You go- or how they look.
The whole concept just irks me because I know that these people are laced with any number of substances.
Mm,
And that guy needs to close his stupid legs because I hate men that take up that kind of space. Like, stop it.
just
Stop
the
it.
man spread.
The
Mhm.
man spread, and you know, like, there is nothing happening that he needs to be that open about. That's sir, you can't even bro, stop.
Nurse practitioner?
Okay, she's lying about her age. She says that she's 33. If she's 33, I'm 25 because damn, I look good. If
Yikes.
she's
You know
33,
what though? Like, I am seeing a ton of people come in who I am estimating to be my age, and they are much younger. It's like, I don't know if you've been living hard or what.
I agree. I I know that it's part of the millennial delusion that we look young, but I know for a fact that we look young. I do see these people that are up and comers, but they caught like my sister's age group, which is a little bit younger. So they started telling them, like the estheticians and all of those people, that if they would do like baby Botox starting at like 20, 21, 22, Juvederm lips, Botox here, and then filler here, that if you would just do this, you would never age. And I think that that's what we're seeing is like these are humans. Like look at her forehead. It hasn't moved since
Yeah.
1991 when she was born.
Uh-uh.
And like she has stumped her face full of something that's not supposed to be there. And I think that they really thought that it was gonna do some good, and it's all dripping.
Yeah. We are seeing the consequences of that.
Yes, I believe that that's a big part of it, and yeah, maybe they
Huh.
maybe they went through some shit, I don't know. I feel like we went through some shit.
Yeah.
I say that at the
We
sun, though.
1000% did. Huh?
I say that at the sun, though. Like, all the girls would always make fun of me for being so pale, and I'm like, "Whatever," because I knew what was coming, not shoe leather.
Uh-huh. Well, I was gonna say I was constantly in the sun and I had 2 complexions. One was Casper the ghost, and 2 is Larry the lobster. That's it. That's it. My sunburn
I
goes
know,
away and I'm Casper again.
me too, with more freckles this time.
Yeah, yes.
I never liked my
Yes, but I
freckles.
was like, oh, I loved my freckles.
That's awesome.
Except I would get them, like, right along my hairline, so it looked like my hair was really dirty. I did not like that.
I would get them on my shoulders, on my arms, on the top of my knees. So I learned really, really quick. I would just hide out. I don't care.
Mm,
All those girls that made fun of me in high school, and you were in the tanning bed and you got that little Playboy bunny.
yeah. Yep.
How's your
Yep, the
leather
sticker.
looking? How you guys doing? You doing good out
Yeah.
there? Yeah. You getting confused for grandma? Yeah.
Uh, mhm, mhm.
I play the long game, bitches. Listen, if they really
I was
hadn't
gonna
been me
say
every day, like this was like 1999. Like if you weren't tan, there was something wrong with you. You
mhm.
know, tan
So
and
I
95 pounds.
and what?
Tan and 95 pounds. Like we were supposed to be this big around.
Yeah. I did go to the tanning bed several times, and it did not change that I had only 2 complexions.
I did it
But
too.
I was trying to get the little sticker things. I don't remember. It was like a palm tree or something.
Well, yeah. Ours was Playboy
Yeah.
buttons because, our last episode was the LOZ. So this is what I'm talking about specifically.
Uh-huh.
But who's got the last laugh?
We will.
So, anyways, these people are so full of shit. Everything's artificial. Let's just go there. All right. So, like, if you go and you randomly talk to somebody that you've never seen before, and you get into this deep of a conversation, I'm going to go ahead and call that some kind of personality disorder.
If you pull someone aside at the grocery store and tell them these things, they are probably a therapist
That too.
and you have unhealthy
You,
boundaries.
you have very unhealthy boundaries. But I don't, so whatever they're going for, whenever it's like love at first sight, whatever this is not love. I don't know what
Uh-huh.
this is. Maybe limerence, just because I always want to try to find a way to put limerence into something because I think it's so cool.
Possibly, but also, um, like we see this with online relationships too. Like
Yes.
when you connect, you do it in a deeper, faster way. And so it also makes me think that they're being vulnerable. They're sharing some vulnerabilities, which, if it's being accepted, could be seen as intimate, right? Which
Mhm.
is the birthplace of love. So they could be confusing vulnerability with the ability to trust, stay safe, and equate that to love.
I could see that, but I also like the kinds of people again that I think that would be drawn to doing this kind of thing this publicly. Like I would just frame them as like vulnerable narcissists. Like this is all still staged. They're still not getting really, really, really ugly because you can't see each other. And attraction is more than just this look and more than just this feeling. To me, like attraction is this alchemy where there are no words and there is no anything. Like it's just this thing. Um so I know that there are people that can like have a vibe and a have a lot in common and have a good time, but does that mean that they're attracted to each other?
I don't know. Oh, my chapstick fell out.
I feel like if you applied that, then like that would be like me and you being in love. And I do love you, but I don't feel like we're
I do
attracted to
love
each
you.
other.
I don't feel so either. But I do love you.
I do love you.
And
And like I would be so vulnerable with you.
same,
And then
same.
once they pulled the window open and they were like, there's your lady love, I'd be like, motherfucker.
Oh,
Listen,
okay. I
yeah.
like one guy was already on here going, I wonder what she looks like. I bet they get engaged. I bet they get engaged. Because when you get engaged, you solve the mystery. With the
So why
fucking
are the
Nancy
women
Drew and
doing it?
Hardy boys you're meeting up.
Okay, so the men want the prize because they're visual. You're postulating that these men need to see the prize, and that's why they're doing this. Why are the women doing this? They want to get picked.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
They want to get picked. I think the men are partially motivated by the mystery will be solved
He said,
when
"So
you
let's
propose.
get married." He's already said it. You were right, dude. He said, "Let's get married." He said, "I'm not even kidding."
Uh, how far are we in? Like 10
15 minutes.
minutes?
15, 20 minutes. I love it. It's crazy. Oh my God. So many fucking stuff.
I want to find my ride or die. He's an account manager.
Bro, stop with the close ups of his nasty crotch. Stop.
I must have missed that.
Good. I feel like they're just giving a lot of Chino. I don't want to see any more
Do
Chino.
they? do they so do they keep going into the same rooms?
Shit if
Or
I
are
know.
they like speed date? I think I
We
asked
went
that
over this
last
on the
time,
first one. Yeah. We don't pay
and
good
I
enough
didn't
with this
get.
stuff.
So
Okay. So if, I mean,
I'm
apparently, like,
actually.
they're
Oh,
seeing all of each other. One round is they all see each other. Yes.
uh-huh.
But I don't have a timeline either.
Yeah. What happened to her arm? She looks like she got burned.
Maybe you should have. But see, they're already
Yeah.
playing them with alcohol. I would assume that that's not matcha.
No.
And he's pacing because he's bored. He's already married to the first girl. He doesn't care.
Uh-huh. Yep.
3 stars
3
already.
stars. He told the other girl his whole page was like stars. Did he just propose to her?
Oh, she's talking about her scars now.
Oh. Uh-huh. So she might, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, she's a lefty.
Why do you think people want to get married so much?
I think it's what we have been told we are supposed to achieve.
Hmm.
And there's like this idea that comes with security and safety and like you both got picked.
It's true. I don't know. I always struggled with it. Like whenever I was little, it wasn't a goal necessarily. Never had like a dream wedding. I never actually had a wedding.
Uh-huh.
I got married in a lawyer's office in a dress that I bought from Kohl's. And
Okay.
I've always thought it's a bit strange, especially when people do it so publicly. I mean, I guess if that's what the culture says, but I've always thought it's weird that you have to like get up in front of a bunch of people and say like really, really weird words that you would only say in private to somebody and then like spend a lot of money to do that.
So my cousin got married yesterday
Oh,
and I took my daughter as my plus one. And the whole way there, she's like freaking out. And finally she's like, "Why are you making me get married?" I'm like,
oh,
"No,
honey.
no,
We're not.
honey, you are not getting married." And she's like, "Then who are you marrying?
Oh,
Because
shit.
what about dad?" And I was like,
Baby.
"No, like, I'm already married." She's like, "So I have to?" "No, we're gonna go watch our cousin get married." "But is there gonna be kissing?" And I was like, "The bride and groom typically kiss." "Ew, why
That's what I'm,
would you expose me to that?"
what I'm saying.
Literally what she said. "Why would you expose me to that?"
I
So,
get it.
we went, and she was like, I'm so bored." I'm like, "They're gonna start dancing soon. We should stick around for that." And she didn't want to, but then she, like they did the thing where they had the circles clapping, and she's in the middle, like, just dancing her
Living her best life.
heart's desire. She had a dance off with a little boy. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Well, then, I'm a great date for weddings.
Uh-huh.
I am not a good bridesmaid. I've been a bridesmaid several times, and I have gotten voted off of the bridesmaid island every time. I got voted off the first time because I guess we were supposed to have like a girls' sleepover, and I snuck out and then just went partying
Oh,
down at the Lake of the Ozarks, you recall. And I made it
oh,
back
yeah.
at around 4 or 5 a.m. And just like good old high school days, because it was one of my high school friends, her mom fucking catches me going back into my hotel room and she's like, Erica. And I'm like, what? And she's like, we've got to get her hair done. And I'm like, I'll be there.
I bet
Nobody
you
talked
were.
to me. I don't get it. Like, I'm in your wedding. I just spent like $200 for a stupid pink dress I'm never going to fucking wear again. I'm having this dinner and we're all pretending like this is going to fucking last. By the way, it didn't.
Mm,
And then we have to
shocker.
spend all night together? What? I don't believe I will. Okay. So the second time I get kicked out of the bridesmaids is my sister because she sends me a picture. We're living 2 states away. This is like her 75th marriage. So I felt like, after the first, second, 32nd, it doesn't matter anymore what you wearing. I done been there. I
Uh-huh.
have seen this. So she's like, I want everybody to wear short dresses. And I'm like, I ain't trying to wear no short dress. I just had a baby. So I go to David's
Oh.
Bridal and I get me my own damn dress. So that's the second time that I got kicked out. And then the third time was on her 689th wedding. And that is when I just refused to do any of the things because I had a child. And I was like, sorry, I have to take care of my child. I don't have time to go out with you and do all these things. Like, you haven't done this like 600 times before. Okay. Um, so, like, there's that. You don't really want me to be in your bride party because I'm going to go have my own
Mm.
party.
Yeah. I have been in a lot of weddings. Um, I have been a bridesmaid a lot of times. I have also been a best man
Oh, I
once,
like that. Oh, that's good.
which I loved.
I
Um,
that.
so one wedding I was guilted into being a bridesmaid, and I'm not going to provide too many details, but this person had said, um, I don't have anyone. Even my sister won't
Was
come
it my
support
sister?
me. I don't I doubt it. So I drive so fucking far through just it was awful. The dress was expensive. It looked terrible. Um
I'm
we
saying.
get there. It's flooding. The wedding party and spouses are like sandbagging the chapel. Oh, and I got there. There were actually like 13 bridesmaids.
What the shit? I don't even know 13
She
people.
lied. She lied. There was another girl that I had gone to college with, and I was like, she told me she didn't have anyone. She goes, girl, she told me that too.
She must have had to overcome for like a huge groom situation, yeah? Like bro had like the starting lineup and she had to match?
Bro did not have the starting lineup.
Oh
Bro
shit.
had like 5 groomsmen and was
Make it
just
make sense.
asking random people.
What the mm-mm. I understand none of this.
Okay. So at the reception, he was like, I did so good, right? And I was like, right. It's going to go great. Because she definitely told you and everyone at this wedding the truth about everything leading up to your nuptials. They came back from their honeymoon and filed. He said that he had to keep asking her to come back to the room and spend time with him because she had met another dude.
Are you sure it wasn't my sister? This is like
No.
no, this is her fault. If she was real tall, just saying.
Oh, no. She was not real tall. I do not talk to her anymore because
Neither.
no. And then she married another dude who looked homeless. And like she kept trying to call me and I dodged her. I never talked to her again. I did not answer her calls. I did not return her calls. It was bad.
The chick that I was in the wedding, we were supposed to get married. We went to high school, we went to junior high, high school, college, and then we were graduating in 2005 from undergrad. I was engaged and I was getting ready to call that off, and I did call it off because I've just been engaged a bunch of times. I only was stupid enough to do it once. And she told me at that time she thought I was ruining my life by not getting married. And I'm like, okay. So anyways, she got married, and then when her mom caught me coming back into the hotel and not being with the girls, that was the last time that she spoke to me until fast forward, they definitely got a divorce, and she was in the area and wanted to know if I knew somebody that she was dating in my town. And I'm like, no, I thought I ruined my life. It turns out I did, but not the way you think. So I don't know him. Good luck.
Mhm.
Um, I never have understood the whole wedding thing. I don't really like it. And between my mom and my sister, there have been at least a dozen. And I feel like they've covered it for me. I have an aunt. She's an aunt by marriage, but I have an aunt that's been married over 10 times and she legally can't get married in like 3 or 4 states.
Oh, okay. Whew.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we good over here. And
Yeah.
what's funny is like half of them be Catholic.
Mhm. Isn't that funny? I was gonna say, we have people in my family who have been married a couple of times, divorced a couple of times, but for the most part, you're either married, divorced, and then partnered, but never married again,
Yeah.
or you're married and miserable for your whole
Mhm.
life.
Yeah, I know those couples.
I don't fall into either of those categories, just so you know.
I will say this much though. If he goes first or shit goes down, I assure you, I would never get married again.
Yeah.
Hell no.
Uh-huh.
I think I would just get in a
Maybe.
colony with a bunch of women who at least knew different
Yes.
skills, and then we would do cool shit together.
Yes. Let's, um, where did I hear about it? I don't remember. But we could buy a house, like a two-story house with stuff on both sides, like a big apartment,
You
and
would.
just, like, cohabitate and raise kids.
I think that that's the way that it probably was for a millennia or two until somebody decided that we all needed to get coupled off. But
Mm,
it makes a lot more
mhm.
sense, I think. But I don't know. I don't want to deal with open toilet seats anymore. And I do know that that our sexuality is not a choice because I would have chose differently.
You're like, "That's what confirms it for me."
Yeah, like literally knowing that I had no choice in the matter, and here we are. Like I have been offered a good looking lady, okay, and
Mhm.
I'm like, I I am delighted and honored, and I cannot.
But Uh-huh. As much as I respect and admire you, please keep
Really,
walking.
really, like you're really pretty. You're really soft. You smell delightful. Don't touch
I'm sure
me.
you clean up after yourself and you don't
Don't
leave socks on the living room
exactly.
floor.
Just like, how do we get
Mm.
into like an asexual life partnership? What would that look like? I guess it would look like us.
Mhm.
I did see a group of women that bought an old school and they rehabbed it and they did just
Mhm.
this, but they all have like different classrooms and
Mhm.
like they live in different areas and like if you want to go to your friend's house, you want to go to your friend's house, it's all in the school.
Ooh.
Right? Think about, like,
Uh-huh.
malls, like, a bunch of millennial moms at a mall. We could get shit done.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
We'd be fighting it out over
Yeah,
Victoria's Secret, though.
you can have it.
Well, it was, like, the best store at the
I
mall.
I wanna find a fashion bug.
Oh, but see, those were in strip malls. This was not in a big mall. We gotta go to the big mall. I ain't doing those strip mall. Gotta go to a mall. Escalators.
Where, like, J.C. Penney is the
Yeah,
main
Dillard's,
and
JCPenney,
driver's
Sears
and the
at the Holy Four.
driver's license.
I miss fucking malls. These people are absolutely boring. Let's just also say that. That's why we're here.
I like that chair, though.
That is the decor is always on point. Yes.
Mhm.
But like if you ever see behind these kinds of setups, so there is tremendous lighting, there's
Mm.
mic booms, there's probably 20 people all around them.
Mhm.
And they have them reshoot things over and over again. And that's another thing that always bothers me about these kinds of show. When they say like reality, there is nothing real about this shit.
Yeah. Maybe it's not scripted as
But
heavily?
I think even then it is because whenever it gets dead, they'll poke them. 'Em.
Oh,
They'll set
something will be
scenes.
released?
If you look at
Yeah.
like in the credits of most reality shows, it'll say something about storyline or story
Mhm.
producer or story developer. And so
Mhm.
when they want to create some kind of drama, they do splotch in and then whoever's editing aligns it with that storyline. They pull out like sound
Oh.
bites and images that match up with that story. So it's always a like a Frankenstein cut. This might be from yesterday, this might be from the day before, this might be from earlier, this might be from another dude. These all these supercuts are not actually correlating back and forth in real time to anything.
Hmm,
So it's highly produced.
I didn't know that.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've heard that they edit things, but I don't know why in my head that never equated to this may be out of order. I
Yes.
always just assumed that they like things were happening concurrently,
Mm,
or does that make sense?
yes, but that's not and that's what they rely on, but with part of the suspension of the belief that this is happening, like he's saying this and then she's saying that. No, not at all. Like this could have been filmed yesterday as B-roll and then they're talking to him and then she could be saying something completely different, but because of a storyline that they want to capture and create, they will cut and edit in something that she says that then forwards that storyline and then back to him. So that's why when the villains and stuff from these reality shows are like, that show was cut a certain way to make me look and sound a certain way, and then people are like, well, what do you mean, like you said it? Yeah, if me and you cut through this and make a super cut, I could probably make it look like me and you were like the Antichrist.
I mean, would that be so wrong?
Would it be so right?
I'm kidding. But no, like I think my assumption was like they have this conversation and then there's a lot of boring stuff that they take out and then
Yeah.
they have this conversation. But I never thought about them like swapping days and splicing and hmm,
The only reason why I know this kind of stuff is because in journalism school, so I went through 2 different phases because, good old millennials existed in 2 different worlds, analog and digital. So pre-digital,
mhm.
everything was on analog. So if I wanted to piece together a news story, I had to go in order and I could only splice out everything that happened in order and I could only reorder it after I had pulled it. When everything went digital and we started editing non-linear, now this is when we got to be able to cook because you could literally make anything sound like anything. And they call them Frankenstein cuts because they can be cut from multiple points of the day. And these kinds of shows, they will have these people wearing these outfits 3 and 4 and 5 times.
Oh,
So it
uh-huh.
goes much deeper. Like, even if you think that this is the next day because their outfits have changed, that's not even true.
Huh. Like they might wear 3 outfits in a day?
They may wear one outfit 3 times in a row before ever changing because they're trying to capture all of this footage before going on to the next day.
Do you think they give them questions to ask the other person?
Yes, I do.
Or do you think, like, they just say, "Hey, you're gonna have to talk about not being scared today."
No.
No.
I think that they give them very, very specific questions, and I think that they have any number of showrunners and producers that are, like, watching and saying, "Give us more of this, give us more of that, give us more of this." Like, there's producers right there pulling strings.
Mm. Well, I was gonna say, it is crazy to me. And I wonder if they know that person well enough to already know what answer they would give, or if it's kinda like when we, um did that project that I am not going to name, and they would give us all of the questions ahead of time. Um, so I wonder about that. And I'm just not naming it because I don't want to out them for giving us questions ahead of time, not because I'm ashamed or regretting anything we had to do with that project. There's my little caveat. Uh-huh. My disclaimer. Mhm.
I like questions before. I mean, I'll go either way, but at least then I know what they want. So yeah, I do think that they're giving direction.
Hmm.
Plus, some people are just really boring. Like, you have to, like, prompt them. You have to poke at them.
I was gonna say, I have this belief that, and this could be completely wrong, but that everyone on these shows has a personality disorder. I'm pretty sure
Yes.
you said that earlier,
Yeah.
but I also believe it.
I strongly believe it.
Mhm.
Because why would you wanna be put in a vulnerable situation for such a serious thing on such a trivial setting? Doesn't make
Mhm.
sense.
Mm-mm.
Like, think if you put in this much effort into actually fucking dating.
You
You
would have been married. It's
I
his
mean,
lifelong goal to be a Hanes underwear model.
well, I mean, that's what I'm saying, like, how many of these people who now are quasi celebrities launched from these various dating things?
So, can I tell you kind of a funny story?
Tell me. Yes, yes.
Okay. So, I am tangentially connected to a person.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
This person, I have met them lots of times. I don't care for them. I have never cared for them. So, after my time with this person, they were chosen to be on a show like this. Except it was The Bachelor or The Bachelorette or whatever. And we were waiting like every week to find out if he got a rose. But like really, I didn't even know if he was still on it because I was working all the time. I
Yeah.
think I was like in grad school and 2 jobs and all of that.
Mhm.
Um, but he was a dick.
Yeah.
He was a huge dick the entire time I knew him.
Yeah.
He was awful,
Yeah.
right? My friend got so angry with him that she threw a waffle maker through a wall.
Well, that seems like a
He
terrible
was
use of a waffle maker.
I know.
They can be very expensive.
And we like, yeah.
Yeah, I just like I don't get it. And I think that there's a lot of like virtue signaling, and like victim stuff like, oh, I'm just so beautiful, I can't find anything. And I just try so hard and I just can't date. Bullshit. Bullshit.
And
And I
it
see people
could
go
be
on these
true.
shows where like they are in full on relationships at home and their partner knows about it and everything because they're in their agreed arrangement. Like if somebody makes it big, then it's better than nobody makes it big.
That's weird. That's weird to me.
Yeah.
I it's kinda like the people who go on house hunters who already have the house,
Yup.
right? And they just take them around and pretend.
I don't get all of this. Except, yeah, you want to be seen on a show and like you're just pretend. Yeah. See, I don't like it.
I also, just for funsies,
Uh,
so, like, I know that person tangentially. I also know people who were on, like, Maury, who were on Jerry, like, who were, You're Not the Father shows.
yes. So I had a client once who told me how they were able to basically use um the show. Oh, why am I going blank? The really really stupid bad one with the guy's name. Not Maury, the other one,
Jerry
Jerry
Springer?
Springer. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So they lived in one part of the United States and all of their family lived in another part of the United States and they could never afford to visit. So they contacted Terry Springer and said like we will agree to pretty much like any storylines as long as like we get the like do we really get like the free tickets to to
Uh-huh.
film and the free, and they were like, "Yeah, like, we get all of you here, like, all of you come here." So they would appear at least 2 to 3 times a year, and they said it was, like, the most fun they ever had.
Oh,
They
I
were
bet.
told what their storylines were, and then they would all get to laughing about it, but they had unlimited room service, they were staying at, like, a five-star hotel, and everything was getting paid for, and they loved it.
Wow. Wow. It's cool.
So, I mean, maybe we could give it a go since we don't get to see each other that often. Like, maybe we could get a five-star hotel together.
Yes, but I don't wanna go on Jerry Springer.
I don't even think it's still a thing.
Ever. It's
Real
not.
Salon
I think
died.
he passed.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
he passed. Um,
But yeah, I mean, anybody like I okay, so I one time I did want to go on Oprah because I felt like she was my mom, but that's going to be another podcast. And I just felt like she just needed to adopt a white child. And we never made it that far. But if I was ever going to go on a show, it would have been Oprah's. But now that I go back and I watch Oprah like as a full adult and a therapist, I'm horrified. Oprah is kind of the worst. I mean, for fuck's sake, she gave us Dr. Oz and Dr. Phil, neither of which are fucking doctors.
ugh,
So, fuck you, Oprah, is what I need to
she's
say out loud finally.
I was gonna say, they also like, this is total manipulation of moods, right? Low lighting.
Yeah.
You do that if you want people to open up and be more vulnerable, like, candlelit stuff, like,
Dinner, wine. You're getting emotional because you're human.
why are there multiple cups? Is it like
Booze, 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 non booze. I feel
no,
like this class has booze.
I think it is an extra cup on the table to remind them that they're alone. That's what I think it is.
Oh.
Like, somebody else could be sitting there, but they're not.
Oh.
Okay, that's not a very strong argument, but I do usually end up with, like, 3 or 4 drinks by the end of the day.
I was gonna say as I look at my multitude of cups, like, what? I'm alone all the time. I'm fine with it. I got a different cup for
He has
different
4 drinks. That's a Moscow Mule cup, right? That's a wine glass. You could put anything. A anyway.
I don't know, but, like, she's cry stop it, stop it, stop it.
She she was talking about her daddy issues earlier.
Son of a bitch.
I know. That's when I was like, "Oh, yeah, I guess the lights are low." And they are making it seem really intimate. Yeah, that makes sense.
Listen, I have to figure out I got this new Apple Watch, and I don't do smart anything because I don't like it, but how do you tell it to stop telling you to stand up? I will not. You don't know who you're fucking with. You can't tell me shit.
I don't know, so if anyone wants to help us out and put it in a comment on the YouTube or the, um,
Just
wherever you're
and
listening to
anywhere,
this.
yeah. Tell me how to make it stop telling me what to do because I have pathological demand avoidance and I don't believe I will. It's always like, it's
Okay.
time to drink. It's time to take a breath. I am the captain. I am the captain. Like, if Apple's listening to me, like, this is what's being recorded back. I am the captain.
Oh, they slowed it down.
People
There's
fall
that
off my
romantic song. I believe someone in my house is starting to play guitar.
Oh.
Okay, that's new. we've had the tuba, we've had the recorder, we've had harmonicas.
You know, my sister used to play the trumpet in the bathtub. She said it had the best acoustics, and I'm fine with the
Mhm.
bathtub, but the bathroom acoustics, but like only in the bathtub would she practice the trumpet.
That's awesome.
Yep. She also would eat bowls of popcorn in there. Like she had some style, you know?
My middle child uses his bathroom time to rap and
Yes.
to practice his music. And
Yes.
he, at this point in time, is able to make sounds with his mouth that's like keeping a beat, like
That's awesome.
while
Yeah.
he's also able to like almost sing a song.
That's awesome.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Um, but also last night I'm trying to sleep and I'm hearing like this screaming sound. And I'm like,
That's on it.
what are you doing? And the child is like, I'm just practicing my eagle sounds. I'm like, can you not do it in the bathroom right outside my bedroom? It was
Oh my
just like
god.
out of nowhere.
I get it. Having someone in the house that vocal stems 24/7 and then tells me, "No, I'm not." I get it.
I'm like, I don't care. Just there's so many noises happening at once. I need like one of them to be quieter or not expecting me to be paying attention.
I think it's also the perimenopause because I don't remember the world being this loud all the time. It was always loud. The world was loud, but Jesus, like all these layers of sound are coming in loud and clear in my 40s, and I'm not here for it.
Mm-mm.
Like,
No.
I think I have like full on misphonia, dude. If I hear somebody doing something, I now become irrationally angry.
Mm.
Irrationally angry.
No. My irrational anger. Okay. So everything is simultaneously too loud
Yes.
and too quiet.
Oh,
I get so angry if there is something that is farther away than the thing that I am listening to and I cannot hear my thing.
yeah.
So, loud cars.
Oh,
Why the fuck can I hear your car when I have all of my windows up and
yes.
my goddamn radio playing very loud?
Yes. I
My
agree.
podcast playing loud. Why can I hear your car instead of the thing that's close to me that's loud?
I agree.
And that's how I feel about almost everything. But also, you'll notice that, like, if I am listening, like in the mornings, I'll listen to a podcast and, like, I have it already kind of quiet because everyone in the house is still sleeping. So I'll put it up close to my ear and brush my teeth. And sometimes my teeth brushing is too loud for me to
Oh,
understand my podcast. Like I can hear the vocal intonations and stuff like that, but I don't know what they're saying. And I get so angry. So
yeah.
angry.
I don't know what happens to us. I just know it's a real thing.
Does that happen to you with the like the engines and stuff like that?
Hell yeah. And but I've always been sensitive to like super loud noises. I would always cover my ears, but now it's led into anger. Yeah. There like I don't like there are certain cars that I just see them and I just automatically assume you're a shithead because of what you drive. Like
Fair.
anybody with a Dodge Challenger, Dodge Charger,
Mm, mm-mm,
if you drive a huge truck and you don't
mm.
actually work on a working farm or ranch, yeah,
Yeah.
I got ideas about you. And then any like my dad, I mean, it all comes like I feel like I can say this because these are my own people. Okay. I just remember my dad bringing home like his income tax. He still had, some child credit coming in, and he bought himself a Chevy Silverado and put this glass pack on it, which I don't know what a glass pack means, but a glass pack means that then it rattles your windows and your teeth and everything when you get in it.
Mhm.
And the thing says, "Happy 27th birthday to a dad of a 9-year-old," like a glass pack, apparently. Happy birthday, Dad. You're so
Oh my
cool.
gosh.
Yeah.
So, I had multiple people that I dated who drove I feel like it was a Honda hatchback of some kind,
Like a CRV,
and
CRX, something, yeah. Like a little
whatever.
license plate. Beep.
Uh-huh, but they removed all the shit in the back and
Yep.
put subwoofers
Yep.
and speakers,
Yep.
and
Boom.
that's what I think of. But I
I
have
do
this
this.
thing where, like, if I'm in a car or I'm leaned up against, like, bleachers, like in a gym and somebody's walking on them, it
Yeah.
vibrates just enough that I get, like, car sick. Or if I'm in a car and the speakers are playing so loud, it's, like, vibrating the seat, I'll get car sick.
Oh, damn. I
My
remember being in one of those damn super geeked out, the guy drove, like, this Bronco, like a OJ Bronco, and then put all the speakers and subwoofers and bass and all that shit in it, and me and my sister climbed up in it, and every time the bass would hit, it would change our rhythm of our heart, and I just remember her looking at me and me looking at her, like, I'm, like, 15, she's, like, 13, and I'm like, "My heart feels weird," and she's like, "Me too," and then we just kept on going because that was the '90s.
That's funny.
Like, it was more than just, like, I mean, at this point, I don't even care that it was damaging our eardrums. I It was full on changing the rhythm of our fucking hearts in the OJ Bronco.
So, if we were to look at my first 10 memories, 8 of them are vomiting in places I shouldn't be.
Watch out, she's a puka. She's a puka, that girl.
I
Like,
would get
all car
so
sex?
sick.
Damn, dude.
One of my first memories and one of, like, 3 memories that I have of preschool is just sitting in the back of this van where, like, the seats were around, right? It was like a bench around, and I was sitting, like, here, and I projectile vomited on everyone in the back, and all the kids were crying, and, like, just, all of those backpacks, on desks, on tables, like, when you'd go up front to the counter to pay, like, a cashier, I'd throw up all over that, like I would get
Girl.
so sick. I had, like, a 90210 locker backpack that
Yes.
meant the world to me,
Jason
and
Priestley.
I know. I had a Jason Priestley shirt that I would wear, and
Yeah.
with my backpack,
Yeah.
and I threw up in it so many times, it ruined it.
Damn it, because that could have been a real banger right now. Like, if we still had that. Uh,
No, it ruined it.
okay, first of all, we just need to do a little quick update. Okay, so this is the chick that has all the scars. And this chode has been telling her, like, so what size is your ring? Like, he's trying to figure out how big she is weight wise. And then she keeps on, like, throwing up boundaries. And
Mhm.
she's like, "Boys don't like me." And then she opens up about surgery, and he literally gets up and gets a beer and says, "Sorry, I'm still listening. I just need another drink." And now they've completely had it out because he was a little fucking bitch. She told him about what was wrong with her, and he opened up a fucking beer. She told him that she had a lot of medical issues, and he got up and drank a beer.
That one?
And then he ended it. That guy right there. She said, I
What's
opened
her
up to him about my
age?
story. Still has medical issues, and she opened up about that. And he literally was like, no.
So I feel like that is the experience of so many people.
Mhm.
And it's painful and dismissing and invalidating. But then if it's like a chronic illness that you can't see, it makes it even worse because people will throw on, oh, yeah, you're crazy on top of whatever it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm
Peace
sure
and love you.
she's thinking, holy shit, I can't even get a date and I'm behind a wall. Like they haven't even seen the scars yet and they can't make it past the story.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever that guy is, he needs to go. He's the spreader, and then he is the tormentor. Okay, so
The
these two
guy
are
with
hitting it off.
the guy with the hair?
No, these two are okay. No, it was the last guy that
Yeah.
was being mean.
Okay. I was like, "No, I thought
Bro.
they were pretty good." Although
No.
he did confess to being in love already
Yes.
with her.
He's trying to figure out if he's ever been with a white woman.
He is beautiful.
You think?
Why is
I bet you he's a real shit, just some way. There has to be, because I'm sorry, if you're an amazing person, you would have already been taken and you wouldn't need to go on TV.
Mhm. How many of these people do you think actually have jobs?
Well, according to them, all of them. Um, I don't know.
Do you think any of them filed for, like, FMLA to go do the internship?
I don't know if
Wouldn't
that
that
would be
be
my luck.
terrible?
I
Right?
filed
They
for
always
FMLA, and then they're like, "We saw you on Love on the Spectrum," and I'm like, "I didn't say that I wasn't lovesick."
I was gonna say, it's always that, like, common thing on TV, like, I skip work to go to the baseball game, and I get caught at the but they're like, I had to go to a facility for 2 months.
To get special treatment.
It's fucking Love Is Blind. Oh.
What?
Oh.
What? 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 What the shit?
So does it
Checking the
open and
store?
she's like,
What
"Look,"
the
he's like,
shit?
"Does it open now? I want to
Open
know."
sesame. This is the beginning. It's just the beginning. What? I love you.
Where'd the fucking rose come from?
I don't know, but why are we also saying I love you? Oh my god. Listen, I consult and let therapy clients even just like talk to me one solid session before they pick me because they need to see me, they need to hear me because I tell them every time if if I feel annoying now, it's just gonna get worse. That's the stupidest shit I've ever seen. You're not engaged. Stop it. And you're not 30.
Those
Stop it.
those ladies are
They're
not what?
have to be older, right? Like that chick is not 33. I'm sorry. That chick is not 33. I'm sorry.
Those girls are not your friends. They are supporting this charade.
Oh my. They really got engaged. That's some stupid ass shit. Oh. Maybe somebody had a seizure from a dairy allergy. 'Cause
You
that would
never
be
know.
you don't
So, um, I was gonna say when they were giving kind of that wrap up sort of like preview showing the set and stuff, the
yeah.
women's quarters and the men's quarters were obviously part of the sets.
Mhm.
So when they're doing filming, do they call the women in and film them there and then send them home and then have the men do it separately? Or is it everybody comes in together because then they're all seeing each other?
I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, even if they're arriving for work or leaving at the end of the day, they're gonna see each other in the parking lots. They're
One
gonna
would
stop at the same stoplights.
one would think.
Yeah. Like, where do you think
Well,
I
may
don't know.
may God have mercy on their souls.
Yes. Okay. Is there anything you wanted to say?
I made it through a solid episode and gummy nerds. So it's been a really good time.
So, what are your thoughts? Going to do it again? Going to continue the Love is Blind and watch more episodes?
I don't know. I'm gonna keep searching. Maybe I can find something about the octopi again. I don't know. So far, I
Oh,
kind of just want to watch other animals solve problems and puzzles because these humans are real human,
pains. Mhm.
painfully predictable and painfully shallow. I like my
Yes. Well
octopus.
put. Well put. So, thank you for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Love is Blind, and we will catch you the next time you want to borrow some besties. Bye.